All right, all right, all right. What's good? What's up? Good morning, good people. Hope you guys ready for some NFL football. You know I am loaded up today, boy. We loaded up today. That's for damn sure. I got one early play, and I'm all over it. So it's already giving out the VIP. Um, I love it. Got some good props for you guys today as well. So make sure you guys have a notebook and a pen, and hopefully you guys are ready, man. Hopefully you guys are ready, because I know I am. I don't think I'm gonna have anyone on the show with me today, so it's just me for Sunday football. But it's okay. Means the show will get done a little quicker, and we can just blame me for all the losses. I do want to shout out Cali Wagers for yesterday on LSU once again. He continues to give us winners, man. He told us LSU was a max bet yesterday, and my God, was it. LSU was a no sweat, no problem bet from Cali Wagers, so shout out to you. Definitely appreciate that pick, man. Definitely a good look. Um, Tim, what's up, man? Late Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving nonetheless, man. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you being here, bro. Um, for you guys that are in here, can you guys you guys already know the deal. If you can share the space, please let people know that we're live. Um, and if you're on YouTube, please like the post. You know, share, comment, share the link for the YouTube. Let's try to get more people in here. That's the whole point of Plug Talk, man, is trying to grow this thing. Um, we'll give it a little more time, maybe let some people try to pile in here, but I'm not going to wait too much longer. We're going to get started right away. Yeah, yesterday wasn't a terrible day. I did lose my one VIP play I had, which was Howard. I had Howard lay in the six. They lost outright. So it was a bad call on my end on the Howard play. But I am going to be getting myself now. It's coming into tomorrow. We're going to have some really good college basketball looks moving forward. So that was the first college basketball max play, or not a max play, but bigger play. It was a 3 unit play that I lost this year, believe it or not, and we're pretty far into the year. So I was really surprised on that Howard loss right there, and them winning or them losing outright. It was just a bad look on my end. That's all. But we did hit some really good plays. I gave out a lot of free plays in the Discord in the free channel, and we hit those. So overall, it was a good day. I got a couple good ones today that I'm going to be giving out for free. Like I said, I already got my VIP play that's out. The VIP play is a 4 unit play today. I love this play. It's just so simple. It's just so simple, man. Like it's crazy, and I hope it cashes that way because I think it's going to. I think it's going to be a no sweat, simple cash, easy. So that's what we're looking for when we bet these 4 unit plays. That's what we want. We want them 4 unit easy, no sweat plays that just cash no problem, right? So that's what we're looking for today out of our 4 unit play in VIP. I do have that's in the early games, that's in the 1 o'clock NFL games. And then I do have another VIP play I cooked up. I just haven't done the write up yet uh, for the later games as well, because we got two really good late games tonight. So pretty excited about all that. All right, man, we got a little over 20 people in here. I'm gonna get started. Um, if you guys want to join VIP, it's right there on the side. If you guys want that 4 unit max play today, it's right there. Just join VIP or DM me now and tell me that you want to join, and we can set it up later or whatever, and I'll send you the play right now so you don't have to miss it. So all you have to do is just reach out to me, just DM me, put it in the comments like, yo, I want the play or whatever, and I'll send it to you, and then we can take care of payment and all that after the show. um So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Um, First quarter cash for the VIP play. I hope so, James. I hope so. How awesome would that be, bro? How awesome would that be? That would be amazing. All right. All right, let's get started, man. Let's get started. All right, let me see here. All right, first game on the board. We got the Texans taking on the Jaguars. So let me see here. Yes, I do got notes for this game. There's a couple games I didn't do notes on just because I didn't have nothing for them and I want to skip them, but we are going to talk about them. But I did look into this game a little bit. So we do got the Jaguars coming in. At least I thought we had the Jaguars. Hold on, I gotta get this up. I don't know what's going on with DraftKings. Gotta refresh it, I guess. All right, we got the Texans laying 3.5. We got the Jaguars getting 3.5, and we got a total of 44.5, slightly favored to the over. I do like the Jaguars here. Guys, I am on a lot of underdogs today. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I like a lot of home underdogs today. This time of year is the time of year where home underdogs really are a good bet. It's been that way for quite a few years now. So home underdogs are a really good bet right now this time of year, and teams that can run the ball, teams that have a really good run game and home underdogs are the two teams that I like to target in late November. You know what I mean? Early December. They're the teams that I like to target because there is just trends after trends after trends that solidify that take. So home underdogs, just keep that in mind, guys. Home underdogs and teams that can run the ball. Teams that have a really good run game are really good this time of year. All right. So Houston Texans and Jaguars. Obviously, Jaguars are a home underdog here. I was just telling you guys, I am on a lot of home underdogs today. This is a division game. And honestly, the Jaguars do like to play. They do like to play Houston pretty tough. It's just history shows that they play this team, play this Houston team pretty tough. And to be fair, I know a lot of people ain't going to agree with me, and you might say I'm being too hard on Stroud and all this, but come on, man, can y'all really trust Stroud? I mean, he looks bad, and the guy, and honestly, like he is starting to become the guy I thought he was when they drafted him, and that is just a overhyped quarterback that is not that good. Now, does he get better? Sure. I mean, we have seen plenty of talent come from Stroud. But I mean that that interception is unacceptable, man. And we have seen very questionable calls from him over and over and over again. And it's just becoming a routine. And then on top of it, now you're going into the press conferences and you're basically making excuses is what you're doing. You're pointing fingers low key pointing fingers, and then you come out with a statement like, well, interceptions are just part of the game. They're going to happen. Okay, you're right. You are right to a point. Interceptions are going to happen, but not interceptions like that, my man. That was pure just right to the the defenseman. Like that was ridiculous. So now you got a quarterback up there kind of low key pointing fingers, making excuses. I I don't like what I'm seeing in Houston right now. I do not like what I'm seeing in Houston right now. Um the Jaguars bye week came at the perfect time. I mean, they just got trashed, right? They just got trashed. Then they went on to their bye week. They had time to chill, get their minds right. They're coming into a division game against a team that they like to play really tough. I mean, I think the Jaguars come ready. I think they come fired up, and I think Houston gets punched in the mouth here. So I like I like uh I like the Jacksonville Jaguars here plus the points. It opened up at a 5.5. It's now down to a 3.5, which I do not like. But it shows me that we're on the right side here. I wish we would have got the 5.5 points, but I'm taking the Jaguars here. I think they have a chance to win this game outright. So give me the home underdog in this one. We're going to take the 3.5 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Um, I do have my own player props today for you guys, but I also want to mix them up with Jackson as well. Let's see if we can get any crazy shit out of Jackson today. See what kind of nonsense this bot's talking today. He might give us a damn kicker touchdown today. He might give us a kicker's touchdown. If you guys got any plays, man, put them in the chat. I would love to hear them. And also share the space for me. We only got 26 people in here. All right. All right, here we go. Uh I want the yeah, I want the prediction or what he likes best. I want my model. Where is my model at? By the way, the model we're using today is the model I built myself. So it is Jackson, but it's not all Jackson. Like I put in everything that I asked him to look for on the player props. So these models are what I built. It's custom. It's a custom model. So all right, and we are on what the Houston and Jacksonville game. All right. So CJ Stroud's rushing yards to go over 10.5. He's projected to get 20 today. The over rushing yards for CJ Stroud is at a minus 120. It's hit in 7 of the last 3 games. And then it likes John Mechie the third, receiving yards under 20.5 at a minus 110. He's only projected to get three receiving yards today. So, and I'm telling y'all right now, bro, the bot is pretty good with these under receiving yards. If they do go over, if listen, if he calls out an under that's really low and it does go over, they go over by like 80 yards. The last time this happened, the dude had a career game. So Houston versus Jacksonville, John Mechie receiving yards under 20.5. He's only projected to get 3 today. So, and this line is hit in 7 of the last 3 games. And then the over is CJ Stroud's rushing yards over 10.5. I don't have no player prop in this game for y'all. I would look towards Dalton Schultz receiving yards, if anything. Marcus, good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you being here, bro. As always. I'm actually writing down that Mechie receiving yards to go under. They got him at 20.5. That gives you a lot of room to bring it down. You can bring him down under 15 and get plus money. You could bring it down to under 10 and get really big plus money. That's why I love looking for, like, if you get a median around like 3 or something like that, that just tells you, or even the mean, that just tells you for you got a lot of room for plus money. You know what I mean? If anyone needs help reading these, if you ever get Jackson, man, if you guys ever buy Jackson and use my link, and you guys need help understanding the charts and how to work them to come up with a strategy, hit me up, man, in the DMs. I will help you guys. I'll help you understand all this and how to navigate it. It's almost like reading a book. Like it really is. Like, all right, so under because I'm betting that one myself. That Mechie bet, I'm betting that myself. All right, that mean and median are just way too good, and there's way too many possibilities for plus money in that. All right, let's keep it moving. Next game we got okay, we got the Titans taking on the Commanders. So we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Commanders here. You got the Titans getting 6 points. You got the Commanders laying 6 points. We got a total of 44 and a half, slightly favored to the over here. Titans plus 205, Commanders at home minus 250. I mean, this is just another. I don't think the Commanders look terrible, but they were definitely exposed last week. All right, I will say that they were definitely exposed last week, and we did see Levis start to make some passes that honestly did not look bad. And on top of it, his players started to make plays. Like they started actually looking like some playmakers out there. Look, I just necessarily don't trust the Commanders, man. We have to question Washington. We have to question Washington's coaching after last week. I mean, I thought it was just kind of known, right? I mean, if any of these quarterbacks or coaches or anyone gets any kind of tape, or if you watch any kind of tape, right? Uh, you're gonna look at Turpin, right? And you're gonna think to yourself, okay, maybe we don't kick to this guy, right? Maybe, maybe we just don't kick to this guy. But no, Commanders refused to play. They played dumb ball, and they decided to kick to Turpin, and we all know how that ended. So I question the Commanders coaching. Really, there's a lot of coaching I question right now in the NFL. To be fair, um, I mean, but that kick to Turpin was just absolutely the dumb of the dumbest. If you can get a reward for the dumbest shit, that there it is because that was just fucking ridiculous. Not a game I'm betting, guys. I'm staying away from this game, but I'm telling y'all, I would stay away from the Commanders. This team is falling apart. I don't like what I'm seeing at all. It's going to be it's going to be the Titans for me in this one, and I know it's not anyone's favorite play here. I know a lot of people are going to be backing the Commanders today. I mean, Titans are 3-8 on the year, guys. It's nothing sexy about the Titans at all. It's just I don't trust. I don't trust the Commanders right now. And on top of it, this team gives up a ton of penalties, bro. They are always getting penalized for something. So yeah, it's gonna be the Titans for me, guys. Player props in this one. Uh, Mike Brown. Mike Brown. He's a defensive player. Tackles and assist to go under 5.5 today at a plus 110. He's only projected to get 4. This line has hit in 8 of the last 10 games. Also, it like Sweat sacks to go under today at a minus 340. Obviously, we can't bet that. So it's going to be Mike Brown tackles and assist. Mike Brown tackles and assist under 5.5. I promise I'll get to some touchdown props for you guys here coming up in a little bit, all right? And we'll look at them. Actually, we're going to look at the touchdown props uh on Pine Sports. We're going to look at it after the game for what he's got, and I'll give you my touchdown props that I have for the day as we go through the games. We didn't touch any of them so far, so all right, next game we got, guys. We got the Cardinals taking on the Vikings, man. We got the Cardinals taking on the Vikings here. It looks like the Cardinals are coming in at a 3.5. they're a road dog. You got the Vikings laying 3.5 in this one. You got a total of 45.5, slightly favored to the under. The Vikings are at a -170, and the Cardinals are at a +142. Here's another dog that I think is barking. I told you guys coming into this show, I just like a lot of underdogs. I don't know what it is about this slate today, but I feel like a lot of these dogs are barking, man. Sam Darnold. It's funny because look, man, you got Sam Darnold repping the Jets and Daniels repping the Giants on one sideline is absolutely disgusting work. I mean, it is absolutely disgusting work. And I mean, it's just bad. It's really, really bad for the Vikings here. I think this is a Cardinal spot all day. You know, the one thing I do like about the one thing I'll tell you all right now I do like about the Vikings today is Justin Jefferson. I think he has a massive game. So if you guys can take his receiving yards, I would grab his receiving yards. He's probably going to have a breakout game today. But anyway, after last week, Murray threw an interception, and we were just talking about Stroud's interception. Honestly, you could say Murray's was just as bad, right? I mean, it was at a crucial time in the game. It was one of the ugliest throws I ever seen in my life. It was directly to the defenseman, and it really ruined your game. You lost the game because of that. So I don't want to put all the heat on Stroud because Murray threw one just as bad, if not worse. Um, but that was just it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There's no excuses for it. Um, we also started to see Harrison Jr. last week start to do some acrobatics out there. So maybe this guy is starting to come into himself a little bit because he is nothing what everyone hyped him up to be. You know what I mean? He really is not, man. Like when is he going to start playing? When is he going to start filling the shoes to be who he was supposed to be? Now we did see him actually make some really good plays last week, so maybe this week is a good week to look into him. I do like him for a touchdown this week, but if he don't get out there and start stepping up and being the guy he was supposed to be, I mean, I don't know. And maybe it takes time, right? Maybe it takes these players sometimes. We have seen it before. But as of right now, I don't think he's living up to expectations. Personally, I don't think he is. I do think this is a good game for Harrison to get right. So Harrison Jr., let me get his anytime touchdown here. I like Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown. I lean the over in this game. And again, I like the Cardinals here. I think this is a good spot for them. Um, I do think this is a good spot for the Cardinals. So, again, give me the Cardinals in this one. We're looking at Justin Jefferson's receiving yards. I really like that play. It could be a VIP play. Um, so just keep that on notice. Justin Jefferson receiving yards could be a VIP play. Um, I like Harrison Jr. for an anytime touchdown, and I like the Cardinals to bounce back here at good plus money. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. We're moving pretty well. I like it. All right, we got the Steelers taking on the Bengals. Super excited about this game. This looks like a good one. Um, hold on one second, guys. All right. So we got the Steelers getting 3 points. We got the Bengals laying 3 points. We got a total of 46 here. It is slightly favored to the over. It's at a -112. It looks like the Steelers are at a +130. The Bengals are at a -155. So I did a write up on this game. You guys can go check it out on the outlet.sv.com. I also believe I posted this one on 12-ounce sports as well. I believe I posted it on their blog. Actually, no, I did the Eagles game on their blog. That's the one I did. I did the Eagles game on their blog, but you can go find this one on my website, theoutlet.sv.com, the full article and write up if you guys want a more in depth reasoning. So I think the best play in this one, and this could have been VIP as well. I'm probably going to give it out to the free section of my Discord. I like the under here. All right. And I know what you guys are thinking. You got the Bengals. This team has been just full of overs. Joe Shiesty has just been incredible. I've been talking about the Bengals all year. I told you guys I love this team when we first started the season. They have underachieved quite a bit, but we know the talent this team has, man. The talent this team has is unquestionable. Like it is there. They just don't really put things together. But I am starting to see the Bengals put things together. So that's what the good stuff I got to say about the Bengals. The bad stuff I got to say about the Bengals is today they're running into the Steelers. And you know, I I just think that instead of trying to pick a side, I do lean the Steelers to win this game outright. I like the +3. I think this will be a lower scoring game. That's my favorite play is the under in this game. The under 46 is just ridiculous in my opinion. And the only reason we're getting the 46 is because the Bengals refuse. They are allergic to unders. But they have yet to run into a Steelers team. We seen a really high scoring team last week go against the Steelers with the Ravens. This Ravens team averages 57. They don't average, but their games. The games the Ravens play average 53 to 57 points per game. And the Bengals are the same way. The Bengals have actually hit the over in their games in 8 of their last 10 games. And that's why we see a total like this. That's why we see such a high total. I don't think that's the case today. Last week, the Steelers held the other very high scoring team in the league. The ending score was 18-16 with the Steelers and the Ravens. And, I think we're going to see the same thing here. The Steelers have the ability to clamp down any offense, and I truly believe that. And I think that's what they do here. I think we're going to have a low scoring battle. And I think the Steelers could probably pull it out, to be honest with you. So I love the over. I mean, I love the under in this game. Under 46 at a -108. I think it's way too high. Um, it almost looks too obvious, to be honest with you. It almost looks too obvious. But again, I could see a lot of people liking the over here because of the Bengals. But that's why we get this total the way it is. And I think there's a lot of value on the under. The Steelers provide value on unders. Their defense is that good. So absolutely love the under here, and I think the Steelers might be able to pull this game off. All right. Let's keep it moving. We got the Seahawks taking on the Jets. I have a couple people who disagreed with me on this play. They kind of made me fall off of it. This was going to be a VIP play for me. But they kind of made me fall off of it a little bit here. So we got the Jets laying 1 point. We got the Seahawks getting 1 point. We got the Seahawks at a -108. We got the Jets at a -112. We got a total of 41.5 locked up on both sides. I mean, this is an extremely easy game for me. I mean, if you've been watching football all year, right, you know that the Seahawks are the better team. Like, I don't care what anyone says. The Jets are in a mess, man. They are in a mess. I will continue to fade the Jets. Okay. Even Rodgers said he wasn't coming back, guys. Even Rodgers said he wasn't coming back. This Jets defense and their secondary is a walking passing interference. They are a walking flag. Okay, this defense is one of the most penalized teams in the goddamn NFL, man. I swear to God. These Jets, man, just give yards away. And today they're going against a Seahawks receiving core that is extremely underrated. They are extremely talented and they are stacked. They are going to take such advantage of this Jets secondary. It's going to be disgusting. It really is. It's going to be disgusting. The one thing that the Seahawks are probably going to give up, and they're and I can honestly see it, is rushing. So the one guy I look for on the Jets here, the one side that I would go to is Allen for his rushing yards. I love Allen's rushing yards today. The Jets are probably going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. It's probably all they're going to do in this game is run the ball. So give me Allen here over his rushing yards. I don't care where they're at. We'll look just to make sure. Um, all right, Braylon Allen. You can get his 25 plus at a minus 115. We're taking 40 plus. Give me the 40 plus at a 235. Everyone's going to be focused on Brees Hall, which is rightfully so. It's Brees Hall. I get it. But no one's going to be looking at Allen today. I love Allen here. I think Allen has a huge game. I think the Jets are going to run the shit out of the ball. It's all they're going to be able to do. So I love Braylon Allen here. 25 plus at a minus 110, 40 plus at a 250. I mean, let's get it, man. I love everything about it. But we are on the Seahawks, by the way. We are on the Seahawks. Let's just make that clear. We are on the Seahawks. All right. Let's keep it moving. Chargers, Falcons. Chargers and the Falcons. All right. Chargers, Falcons. Chargers laying 1 point, Falcons getting 1 point. We got a total of 47 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. Chargers at a minus 118, Falcons at a minus 102. I mean, Falcons here, man, home underdog. I love it. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite props all day, hands down, one of my favorite props today is Robinson's rushing yards. I mean, I think he is going to run all over this Chargers defense. I think it's going to get disgusting. I think the only thing standing in Robinson's way today for him reaching 200 is the end zone. That is the only thing in that guy's way today. I think he has a monster game. I love his 2 plus touchdowns. I love his 100 plus rushing yards. I think it is a great look, man. So I like the Falcons today, period. They could keep that 1 point. I'm taking the minus 102. Falcons should have been my dog of the day, but I can't give them out now because it is not at plus money. But it is what it is. I'll make another video for my dog of the day. But anyway, Chargers should be able. You could say that the Chargers should be able to run the ball as well here, right? I mean, we know the Falcons don't have the best running defense, and the Chargers should be able to run the ball as well. But this team, the Falcons are not terrible, man. They're not. That loss last week should have these boys fired the fuck up for this game. So I'm not betting aside here, guys. I'm not, but I do like the Falcons here. Like I said, the only play that I really love in this game is my favorite play out of all day is Robinson's rushing yards. So let me give you what it's at right now. So you can get him at 70 plus at a minus 185. You can get the 80 plus at a minus 125. This line is moving so quick. I call him at a 70 plus at a minus 143. I call him at a 70 plus at a minus 143. Not early this morning, not too long ago. And now it's at a 70 plus at a minus 185. So the line's getting away from y'all. I would try to go grab it as soon as possible. And you might be able to get a little Gus Edwards action in there as well. I think both teams are going to run the ball, run the shit out of the ball today. So, all right, let's keep it moving, man. And like I said, Bijan for a touchdown, 2 plus touchdowns, put it into a parlay, do whatever you want to do with it, but he will find the end zone today. All right, we got the Colts taking on the Patriots. One of the ugliest games on the board. You got the Colts minus 2.5 here. You got the Patriots getting 2.5. You got a total of 42.5, slightly favored to the under here. You got the Colts at a minus 135, and you got the Patriots at a plus 114. I don't trust either team as far as I can throw them. And Richardson is a problem, guys. I'm sorry. He is a huge issue. His decision making is absolutely horrific. Um, and it's just it's not someone I'm willing to trust. I honestly think what the Patriots have going on down there in New England is not terrible. They just don't know how to put it together. I think they are on the right path, though. I think in the next couple years, the Patriots are going to be super relevant. I really do. I think the Patriots are going to be super relevant in the next couple years. Is it this year? Absolutely not. Can they come in here and lose to the Colts? Absolutely, they can. But am I going to be putting my money on the Colts at a minus 135? Fuck no. I rather take the Patriots at plus money and go down that way instead of laying a minus 135 with the Colts on the road. So no, absolutely not. I would take the Patriots here if a gun was put to my head. Another look that you guys should look at today, I heard it in Wolf Space as well, and I've had this written down in my notebook since last night. Adonai Mitchell, man. I don't know if I said his name right, but you guys know who I'm talking about. At least you will. He's on the Colts. We know how much the Colts receiving core is kind of banged up right now. They have a lot of players down. There's just a lot of injuries, and this leaves a lot of room for this guy. I mean, I can't find another really solid target on this Colts team besides Mitchell. So I think it is a great look, man. I really do. I love Mitchell today. And it tells you a lot for a guy that normally is not on the board, right? Normally for a guy that is not on the board, he's on the board today, and his receiving yards are actually up there. They're at a 37. There, so you get a 40 plus for Mitchell at a minus 125. I'm telling y'all, it's telling. That is very telling, man. I tell you guys about reading lines all the time. Just read the room here, read the line. I mean, he's got the only other guys I can see here, right? The only other guys that I can see here for Richardson is Pittman, right? Pittman is the only other one I could really see. I'm telling you, I think Mitchell has a huge game, guys. I really do. So look for Mitchell today over 37.5 receiving yards. You could take the 40 plus if you want. That's probably the best way to go. 40 plus here. I like him a lot, man. And let's go see where he's at for a touchdown. Matter of fact, even though I'm not thrilled about it, I just want to see, because if they give us something crazy, I'm going to know we're on the right track. Plus 260. Plus 260 for so not terrible. Kind of where I expected. I was expecting maybe like a 3, but plus 260 is not terrible. You know what, let's write it down. Fucking Mitchell anytime touchdown as well. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got the Buccaneers taking on the Buccaneers playing today. Oh my god, they're taking on the Panthers. Uh, so this is another game that is not the what do you call it, the sexiest game uh of the day, but still a game we're going to talk about nonetheless, man. So you got the Buccaneers coming in at a minus 6.5, Panthers plus 6.5. You got a total of 46.5 here, slightly favored to the over. The Buccaneers are pretty big road favorite here for obvious reasons. I mean, I think the Panthers are walking into a buzzsaw here. Uh, this is just another really good spot for a letdown. And I told you guys, yes, I like home dogs this week, but this is a home dog that I am not willing to back. Uh, think about it. Panthers just had a really good showing. I mean, they almost upset the Chiefs, right? This is not an easy spot for the Panthers, man. This is just a huge letdown spot for them, in my opinion. And I like the Buccaneers, man. The Buccaneers are so much better. The Buccaneers are so much better with Evans in this formation, bro. And you can't deny that. If Evans is in, this team is dangerous, man. He makes everyone better on this team. And that is just straight up facts, bro. He makes everyone better on this team. And there's just no arguing it. I think he could have. There is no one to stop him today. There is no one to stop Mike Evans today. He will find the end zone. I love Mike Evans for a touchdown today at plus 130. I love his receiving yards. I love everything about him today. I think Tampa Bay comes in here and runs right through the Panthers, man. So let's go look here against. Let's go see if we can find anything for the Buccaneers that fit into our thing here. All right, the Buccaneers have won 9 of their last 10 road games in December. The Panthers have lost 8 of their last 9 games played on the East Coast. The Buccaneers have covered the spread in each of their last 5 road games against teams that held a losing record. The Panthers have lost, or no, the favorite has won the first half in each of the Buccaneers' last 5 games. All right, so there is a lot backing us here with the Buccaneers. I mean, I'm all over them regardless of what the trends would have said. I just think this is a really bad spot for the Panthers, man. I absolutely love the Bucks today, and like I said, Mike Evans is in. This team is completely different, guys. I mean, they just are. They from every aspect of the field, they're just a better team. So Jewel assist on assist and tackles over 2.5. It's at a minus 145. He's projected to get 4 today. This line is hit in 9 of the last 10 games. So Jewel on assist and tackles over 2.5 today. It's at a minus 145. 9 of the last 10 is what the bot likes. And I like Mike Evans' receiving yards, and I like his anytime touchdown at a plus 130. All right, let's keep it moving. We got the Rams and the Saints. We got the Rams and the Saints. So this is another pretty ugly game, if you were to ask me. We had to get a couple ugly games in there, right? So we got the Rams coming in laying 3 points. You got the Saints getting 3 points. I think it's a little disrespectful. The Rams are only favored by 3 points, but that's just me. We got a total of 49. Pretty high total. Slightly favored to the under at a minus 112. I mean, you can catch the Rams at a minus 148. You can get the Saints at a plus 124. Almost looks a little trappy, if you were to ask me, to be back in the Rams here. It really does scream Saints. If we're talking about line reading, it says Saints win this game. But the Saints are what, 4-7, Rams 5-6. Rams obviously much better coached. The line opened up at a 3. So we're not really seeing too much movement, if any movement at all on this line. Um, I mean, and just all pure line reading and a couple things I've seen with the Rams make me want to go Saints here. First of all, it's like I said, home underdogs this time of year are really, really profitable, man. It is a very profitable trend to back home underdogs this time of year. The Rams are the better team, guys. Like you put stat for stat, player for player, they are the better team, hands down. I'm not going to argue that, but that's also not really, you don't raise the bar ain't really that high to be a much better team than the Saints. The Rams are just a horrible, horrible defensive team, and I can't lay points on the road with a bad defensive team in any sport. I don't care if it's basketball, football, field hockey. I don't care. If you can't play defense, we will not lay points with you on the road unless something really calls for it. This game, nothing's really calling for it. The Rams are just a pitiful defensive team. They play no defense at all. The Saints, they're coming what I think they got back-to-back wins. Three of their last four wins this season have came at home. They play their best ball at home. The Saints offense, it ain't like it's not crazy to say that the Saints have a terrible offense because they don't. The Saints got a pretty good offense, man. And now they're going into a game against the Rams defense that can't do shit. Kamara should have a huge game here, man. I think he should go buck wild. Um, Let me see here. Alvin Kamara minus 170 for a touchdown. I love Alvin Kamara today. I really do. I don't care where y'all take him at. You could take his rushing yards over 80 if you want at a plus 150, 70 plus at a minus 105. I like Kamara a lot today. And I think the Saints will probably find a way to win this game. Um, let me see where let me see where Carr's passing yards are at real quick. Carr, two passing touchdowns is at plus 110. His passing yards are at a 224 and a half. I do like the over in this game as well. I do think the over in this game is really good. Let's go see if they're disrespecting the Saints here with a team total. So you can catch the Saints team total at over 20 and a half is at a 175. So over 22 and a half. Or wait. No, we want 23 and a half. Because that would be what? Three touchdowns and a field goal. Give me over 23 and a half at a minus 110. That's where I'll go with the Saints team total. So Saints team total over 23 and a half. We're going to take Kamara's rushing yards and 2+ touchdowns, and I like the over full game as well. All right. Let's see what the bot likes real quick. I like to see just if we're on the same page or not. If I can find the damn game. Derek Carr's passing touchdowns. It likes Derek Carr's passing touchdowns over 1.5. He's projected to get 2. The over's at a plus 110. This line is hit in 7 of the last 3 games. So that's what it likes. It likes Derek Carr's passing touchdowns over 2.5. I mean over 1.5 today. It also likes Omar Spites tackles and assists to go under 6.5. He's only projected to get 1.8. And the unders at a plus 105. So Omar Spites, I don't know, under 6.5 though. All right, let's keep it moving. We got the late games. We got the Eagles taking on the Ravens. I love these later games, man. These games are awesome, bro. So we got the Eagles taking on the Ravens. I did do a write-up on this game. You guys can go check it out at theoutlet.sv.com if you guys want a more in-depth full analysis and player props that I wrote down on this game. You guys can go check it out over at my website, and you can also check it out on 12ouncesports.com, where I also write for their blog now, so you guys can go check this game out over there as well. So we are on the Philadelphia Eagles here. You got the Eagles taking on the Ravens. I'm not an animal professional, or I don't know much about, the birds. But eagles are a lot bigger and a lot stronger than Ravens, in my opinion. So just off of that alone, I think we should just, seriously just back the Eagles here. They're just a lot more powerful than just kidding, guys. All right, so look, we got the Eagles, man. They're getting 3 points. You got the Ravens laying 3 points. We got a total of 51 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. The Eagles are a plus 120 here. You got the Ravens at a minus 142 in this game. I do like the Eagles a lot here, man. I mean, this team has shown me a lot. And I understand what's going on really with the Ravens. Like they have they are a good offense, man. They have 30 or more points in 3 of their last 4 games. The only team that we have been able to see slow down this Ravens team was the Steelers. Let's be real. Other than that, I mean, the Ravens offense has been terrific. Philly's defense, I think, will slow down this ground attack. I think Philly's defense will be able to conceal Henry a little bit. I think this Eagles defense will be able to pressure Lamar a little bit. There's a lot, man. I think this game stays pretty close, man. This Eagles defense has been impressive, guys. The defense has held other teams to 20 or fewer points in 6 of the last 7 games, bro. 20 or less points. 20 or less points in 6 of the last 7 games. And I'm sorry, we've seen the Ravens against the Steelers. When they get put in lower scored situations, it gets scary for the Ravens. It does. It gets scary for the Ravens. And I think that this is going to be that thing. The Eagles know coming into this game, man, we have to keep this game low scoring. We have to take Baltimore out of their element. We have to force them into a lower scoring game, or you can't get put into a shootout. And everything is great, man. Like with having Barkley in there. I mean, Barkley versus King is going to be amazing, right? But I I just don't know about Hurts, man. And I know he's a good QB, don't get me wrong. He is a great QB. And I did hear that whatchamacallit might be hurt for this game, but let me see real quick. Devontae Smith might be out for this game, or he might be injured or something. I heard something about that, but if that's the case, we definitely want to look at Barkley and AJ Brown. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything, and I'm not going to waste too much time. But if you guys want to look into that, you guys should, because I did hear that he might be injured for this game or something. So I do like the Eagles here, man. If you guys want a more in-depth look into this game, you can head over to the website and look it out. I think we take the Eagles here plus the points. I think you take the Eagles on the money line. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game, and I think the Eagles keep it that way. I think we're going to see a lot of running on both sides of the ball. This is the matchup everyone wants to see. You got Saquon Barkley against Derrick Henry. I don't think the NFL is going to allow us not to have that as the main focus of this game, right? I think both these guys are going to get handed the ball a lot. So attempts are probably your best way to go in this game for both of them. Take Barkley's attempts and take Henry's attempts to go over. They probably got him set through the roof, but it's worth a look. Let's go see what we got their rushing attempts at. So Derrick Henry's at 18 and a half, Saquon Barkley 18 and a half, both at a minus 110. Big numbers. Uh big numbers, but I think they both can get there, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. You can get Saquon Barkley over 112 and a half rushing and receiving yards at a so rushing and receiving yards over 112 and a half for Saquon Barkley. I don't think that's a terrible look. I like it. I do like Saquon Barkley over 18 and a half receiving yards. I mean, over attempts, rushing attempts. And yeah, we're going to be rocking with the Eagles in this one, guys. We're going to be rocking with the Eagles. Um, all right, we got one more game, and then I'm going to give you guys the best bet, and we're going to get up out of here. We kept this show under an hour. Fucking love it. We didn't have many people in here today, though. We only got up to 60 people, which is surprising. But then again, it's not. There's 101 other shows on. I mean, I get it. All right. Okay, here we are. Niners and Bills. Niners and Bills. Another really good game, man. I mean, this is a good NFL. This is a good NFL week, man. We got a lot of good betting opportunities today for sure, man, without a doubt. Um Goddard, maybe that's who I heard it was, Tim. Maybe it was Goddard I was thinking of and not Smith. I know I read somewhere someone was hurt for the Eagles earlier in the week. I just don't know who it was. All right, so it's highly doubtful Goddard's playing. Okay, that's who I might have heard that was hurt, man. Maybe it wasn't Devontae Smith. Maybe it was Goddard. You guys know I have a horrible memory. All right, we got the Bills taking on the Niners, man. You got the Niners getting 6.5 points. You got the Bills laying 6.5 at home here. You got a total of 44.5 locked up on both sides at a -110. I mean, you can get the 49ers at a plus 225. You got the Bills at a minus 278. The line opened up at a 7. So we are seeing a little movement coming in on San Fran here. But this line does seem big, man. It really does. This seems like a big line. I don't know if I'm willing to risk it. It's a lot. You definitely have to monitor these injuries, guys, because oh, you're saying you meant to take Goddard. Oh, okay, okay. See, so I was right. It was Smith. Okay. Okay, so Tim's saying take Goddard. Smith is unlikely to play. I knew I heard Smith, man. I knew it. All right, cool. Appreciate that, Tim. Um, so for me in this one, man, it's like I said, this game is going to be where you know the Bills are the better team, man. The Bills are the better team. 49ers are just not 100% right now. They're not. They are filled with injuries. Their team is just up and down. You never know what you're going to get from them. You kind of got to run with Buffalo here. Just they're playing really good football, man. And they've been good against everybody. It doesn't matter if they play a bad team or a good team. Buffalo shows up, man. Um, for me to even consider San Fran here, you need a full healthy team because and even then, I don't know if I would even consider San Fran in this spot. Um they just don't have what it takes, man. And Bills are still in the playoff hunt and they need to stay alive with a win here. They can't take a loss here. You can't lose games like this. This is basically a game handed to you on a silver platter. So I don't think they take their foot off the gas. So I like the Bills here. It is a big number, but it's a big number for a reason. Bills are the better team. They have much more to play for. I do not see them taking their foot off the gas in this game. I like the Bills here. I'm gonna lay the points. Bills at a minus 278 is a fantastic parlay piece. All right. I think that is a great parlay piece. You could probably throw it in with who's another team I really like today. Um, I like a lot of dogs, so this makes it very hard for me. Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a good one, right? Buccaneers. That's two big favorites I would say that I'm comfortable with. Bills and Buccaneers are probably the two big favorites I'm comfortable with. all the other ones are actually not big favorites. Holy shit. We don't really have that many big favorites on the board. Commanders, I think they could lose that game. Texans, I think they could lose that game. Uh you got what else? Who else is our big favorites on here? Bengals, I think they could lose that game. Vikings, I think they do lose that game. I think the Cardinals win. Yeah. So yeah, so they're my two big favorites that I like today, Bills and Buccaneers. All them other favorites, honestly, guys, I don't like at all. So I am heavy on underdogs today, man. Super heavy on underdogs, and it's a little scary. All right, man. Let's get the best bet, and I'll get you guys up out of here. My favorite bet today is Robinson, man. Look, just go take it, man. Take Robinson's rushing yards, 100 plus. I think he is going to absolutely destroy these boys today. Um, yeah, there's just no question for me in this one, man. It's all day here, all day. Let me see. Just before we go, I just want to see where it's at. So you can get the 80 plus at plus 100. You can get the 90 plus at a plus 145. And you can get the 100 plus at a plus 205. Like I said, the only thing stopping this man from getting 200 plus today is the end zone. The end zone is the only thing standing in front of this man today. So that can stop him. So definitely like Robinson today. I think he runs through the Chargers. I think Gus Edwards has a big game as well. You can look at Gus Edwards today probably as well. I think he's going to have himself a big day also. So, yeah, man. That's my favorite play of the day today. 80 plus or 70 plus. I'm sorry. My favorite play is 70 plus for Robinson rushing yards. You could take it up to 100, I feel like. So that's my favorite play. Now let's go look at some touchdowns and I'll get you guys up out of here. So all projections, we're going to go to likes, all games. Okay. Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. Justin Fields. Anytime touchdown. That's number one on the board here. Number one on the board is Justin Fields today. For anytime touchdown at a plus 370. Also likes Russell Wilson as well, believe it or not. So the second one is Kittle. Likes George Kittle today. Uh, likes Quentin Johnson today at a plus 270 or at a plus 121. I don't know where it's at. It likes. Let me see. I'm trying to find a good one that has actual good odds here. Because the top three: Justin Fields, George Kittle, and Russell Wilson is the top three. So Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, and George Kittle is the top three for anytime touchdowns, which is insane. But this thing is always crazy. I don't see any other ones that I like besides the ones I gave you. It really didn't give us too many good ones. Let's see if this changes it. Let's see if this changes it with the robot's projection instead of what the robot likes. What the robot likes best is Justin Fields anytime touchdown. Now, when I change it to the robot's projection, it comes up with Mixon. It likes Mixon, James Cook, Derrick Henry, Kyrie Williams. That's more like it, right? So yeah, so the top one on that one is Joe Mixon and then Justin Fields. So they're the two we're gonna go with. All right. I guess that's all I got for you guys, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you guys want a later space, man, if you guys want a later space, just let me know on the timeline. Run it up. Just be like, yeah, plug. We want a college basketball space, and I'll get on here later tonight and do a college basketball and NBA space for y'all. But if I don't hear from anyone, I'm not going to do it, obviously. But I will definitely tomorrow. Everything kind of goes back to normal. We go back to strictly talking the full slate. The only reason we don't talk full slates on the weekend is because everyone wants to hear about college football and everyone wants to hear about the NFL. So on Plug Talk, I focus on them two sports. But I will do a later space. If you guys want one, man, just put it out on the timeline. Let me know that y'all want a space, and I'll come back in and tonight, and I'll do a NBA and college basketball space for y'all. If not, I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning for another plug talk. We will tackle the full slate tomorrow, college basketball and everything. So looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to today's games. I really am. So hopefully I gave you guys some winners in today's space, man. Hopefully you guys took some of my advice, and we'll see how we do. But as always, man, let's make tonight a winning